And now we have the part that we're saving for the very, very best. And that's that we are so excited that we have all of Peggy Lee's grandchildren and all of Peggy Lee's great-grandchildren here today. We're really excited. Along with Stella, I lost your last name. Castellucci, who was Peggy Lee's harpist and very good friend. So we're very glad. And I really want Holly to introduce all of you and just have you stand. But I just want to tell you, Holly, that we're so happy to have you, not only to have you here today, but to have had your part in all of this, because Holly and the Peggy Lee Associates have been wonderful for working and the project and doing a lot of the proofing and lots of the, and many good suggestions and recommendations, and we appreciate you so much. We're so glad to have you here. Yes, and I do want you to introduce all of them and Carol.
Okay, so I'm going to introduce everybody that's here. We are missing one great-grandchild, I wanted to say, my brother's son, Caleb. Closer, I'm trying not to make that terrible noise. Okay, so here's my brother David and his wife Carol. Stand up. This is my son Carter and my other son Keaton. This is my nephew Tegan and my brother Michael. Tegan is Michael's son. And you met Stella Castellucci. And over here, hiding, is Seth Berg, who helps me run Peggy Lee Associates. He licenses my grandmother's music, and his licensing paid for our trip here. So thank you, Seth. Thank you. And I also want to say my mother, Nikki, is very sad that she could not be here today. She's certainly with us in spirit. She has been under the weather, and this just would have been too big of a trip for her. But we're Skyping with her, sending her pictures and texting her. She's here with us in spirit. Anyway, I thank you. I want to thank you, everybody, for coming out today. My family and I are so excited to be here at this opening. We've been looking forward to this for a long time. And I can only imagine how proud my grandmother would be to see what a beautiful job everybody here has done. To say that she would have been touched is an understatement. I've been working on this with everybody here, and I've seen pictures of it, and I've read all the text, but when I walked in that room this morning, I just was overwhelmed. It's absolutely beautiful. You guys have done an amazing job. Thank you. We're so proud that you've created this place in North Dakota that is dedicated to remembering her and her legacy. And it's so fitting that it's here in this depot that she loves so much. In her autobiography, she wrote about how protective she was about the Midland Continental. If anyone dared insult it in any way, she said she would use her power as the editor of the school paper to write a scathing editorial. That's true, you can read that quote in her book. It was when she was living here in Wimbledon at the depot that my grandmother's early singing career started taking shape. She told my mother, my brothers, and I many times how many people here helped her get started. From people giving her rides to Valley City or to Fargo, to women lending her dresses, to people just believing in her. She couldn't have done it without them, and she never forgot that. You know, it's true that she had a lot of pain and hardship. We've heard a lot about that today, and it's out there in the media. But she considered this place her home, and there was a lot of beauty here for her, and she had very, very fond memories too. And even though she went on to live a very different life in California, she was still Norma from North Dakota inside. She never forgot her roots. They were a part of who she was, and she wanted them to be a part of who we are too. When we were growing up, we heard the words North Dakota, and Scandinavian a lot. And of course, we heard all about the railroad. She loved the railroad so much. She went on to write songs about the railroad and sing songs about the railroad and depots and train tracks. It was a big part of who she was. And now she'll be forever tied to the Midland Continental Depot that she loves so much. I've been hearing about this museum for a long, long time, but it was back in 2008 that Wes Anderson wrote to me and told me about the meeting that they had with Sea Reach and what the Depot Restoration Committee envisioned for the museum, and I can't believe it. But here we are 4 years later, and they made it come true. Everything they wanted, it's here. And I know it took a lot of people to make this happen. I can't even begin to thank all of them. The people that I've dealt the most with are Linda Grotberg, Carol Peterson, Wes Anderson, Kate Stevenson, and Mary Beth Orr. I want to thank them all, and the entire Depot Restoration Committee. Unbelievable. And I also want to thank Kate Stevenson and Wes and everybody here, Linda and Carol, for the warm welcome. I mean, I've got a scarf here, a blanket, we've had muffins and toys, and you guys have made us feel so welcome here in Valley City, Jamestown, and in Fargo. Thank you. And I want to also thank Stacy Sullivan, John Weber, and Steve Doyle for making the trip all the way out here from New York City to bring my grandmother's music to us so beautifully. It's like a dream. I went and heard them perform in Los Angeles just back, I think it was March 1st. And I'm watching this show and thinking, wow, it talked about the depot, it talked about the railroad, and it talked about North Dakota, and it told my grandmother's story. And I thought, wouldn't it be amazing if they did this in North Dakota? I didn't even know them. And I went up and said, there's a museum opening. And here they are. They made it happen. Of course, thank you. They didn't do it alone, because Kate Stevenson and Meryl Pipecorn, Jody Bund, Candace Dempsey, Dave Robertson, and the wonderful other Kate and Finn, everybody made that possible, the music. And they're doing a concert tonight in Fargo. If any of you will be in Fargo, there's an amazing concert, and we will be there tonight to cheer them on. And finally, I just want to say a heartfelt thanks to Ginny Lulay and Myrna Boltema. I didn't get the honor of meeting these women, but I have heard about them for years, and some of my family members were able to meet them. And I know we wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for them, so I want to honor them. And I want to say thank you again. Thank you, everybody.
I mean, can you believe it? It's so exciting. I'm just so glad to have all of you here. All right.